Hey guys, what's up? Bota here, GM of Absolute on Eldrithalos US, here with a little MoP Beta starter guide. So once you get into the beta and you get your character copied over, you're going to want to go ahead and get your talents set up because they have been reset with the new system change. You get the first 5 tiers available to you right away, and there's some new and interesting stuff to check out here. Once you get that set up, along with your action bars, you want to head over to a reagent vendor to pick up a new item called Rune of Teleportation. Now, the reason you need this is because portals don't work the way they used to, where you can just use them free at will. You have to have this reagent. And in Mist of Pandaria, on the island there's a couple of portals that are going to take you back to Stormwind. So if you want to set your Hearthstone out there and want to be able to get back to Stormwind, you're going to need these so you can use the portals. Once you're ready to head over, you want to find this NPC here in the trade district near the auction house named Kapow. Now he's going to give you 2 options. Both of them are going to take you to the same first starter zone, the Jade Forest. The first option, Send Me to Pandaria, is going to take you to Dawn's Blossom, and the other one takes you to the Wayward Landing. Now, the Wayward Landing is going to be your first questing hub. However, I'm going to recommend you go to the first option, and I'll tell you why. So here we are at the Jade Forest, Dawn's Blossom. And the reason I recommended you come to this place first instead of going to the first quest hub area is because the Wayward Landing, where your first quests are, is kind of an advanced staging area for the Alliance, where we landed. It doesn't have complete buildings. I don't even think there's any vendors down there. They have what looks to be like a flight point with the griffins and stuff, but I haven't actually seen a flight master down there. So I recommend you come here because you're going to have your portal. You're going to have a flight master to get your first flight point. And you can see I've got another one over here to the Valley of the Four Winds, the only other zone that's playable right now in the MoP Beta besides the Jade Forest. And I'll show you how to get over there in a little bit. So you get your flight master, you got some vendors, you got a portal here to Stormwind, which the Wayward Landing does have too. But up the hill here, you're going to have access to a mailbox and an innkeeper so you can set your Hearthstone if you like. And there's the mailbox. So, I don't think there's any quests available up here. It's pretty much just the Wayward Landing when you get started. But the other reason I recommend coming out this way, besides what I just mentioned, is there's also this temple nearby, which looks to be the new 5-man instance. Well, if you zone just inside, there's going to be a vendor there that's going to hook you up with all the glyphs you need for the new expansion for only 4 silver apiece, which is a pretty good deal. Especially if you didn't have everything before that got converted into the new one. And there may even be some new ones that didn't get converted, I'm not quite sure. So just around the corner here, there's the temple. And also, we're on the subject of glyphs, it's probably important to point out that the system has changed. We no longer have prime glyphs. It's only majors, which do have some utility and, ability increasers. And then your minors are purely cosmetic. Let me give you the example of what I mean. For example, I have the Commanding Shout and the Thunderclap minor glyph. And it's going to do this for me. Commanding is going to let me float up in the air for a second, and Thunderclap put some lightning bolts in there. So like I said, just cosmetic stuff. It's not really going to do a whole lot for you. Now, I have to say, when they first announced MoP, I wasn't terribly excited. But getting in here and having a look at it, just looking at what they've done with the they're probably pushing the limits of what the graphics engine can do here. But these trees look pretty damn amazing, in my opinion. I'm quite impressed with how everything looks in MoP so far. Obviously, it's the beta, and things are kind of laggy a bit here, a little glitchy, but to be expected. So here we are, we're going to load into the temple. Obviously, we have placeholders for all the load screens. And once you get inside here, there's this big Tauren. And he's got all of your glyphs for your class for 4 silver apiece.
We shall meet.
Looks like they got some stuff under construction here. And I think this is the entrance to the 5-man over there. Possibly the other side. We're going to head back out, though. So in the vicinity of where you ported in, you have access to all that I've mentioned before. You can come over here just around the corner to get your glyphs. And then if you head due west to this location, you can get your flight point over in Valley of the Four Winds, which is just west of the Serpent Spine. Now, originally I checked the coastline, tried to, just cross the water to see if I could get into a new zone to check it out, open up some maps and whatnot. And I didn't really see a way to get across until I talked to some people, and they mentioned that there's a bridge that's not on the map that'll take you over there. So we're going to head over and show you where that is. There's the Serpent Spine. And we're just going to follow the road along. Now, I've noticed you can pretty much just walk around wherever you want here near the roads. There's not a lot of mobs you have to contend with or anything like that, so you're definitely able to explore very easily without much problem. Let's see if I can get this lag to slow up a little bit. I'm imagining it's because it's later in the day here with the lag. This morning it wasn't nearly that bad at all, and in the afternoon hours I've been noticing there's some queue times to get in as well. So here we are, and you can see there's going to be a fork in the road here, which isn't even shown on the map, that we're going to take left up here. And if you take this road left, this is going to take you to the bridge that will cross you over into the Valley of the Four Winds. Kind of a lush and a grand looking area. Now when you cross the bridge here, just off to the right is where you're going to find your flight master to connect your flight points. There's a guy here that's got a quest for me, but I think you got to be 86 to pick it up. So right here you're going to find your flight master, so you can go ahead and connect to Dawn's Blossom there in the Jade Forest. That way if you finish up your questing over there in the Jade Forest and you want to hearth back to Dawn's Blossom, you could probably just fly right over here to start your questing in the Four Winds area. So after you've picked up your flight point from there, you can pretty much just head south after you cross the bridges to get to the Wayward Landing and start your questing and enjoy the MoP Beta. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps you get started a little bit quicker. And we're disconnected, so that's the end of the video. Thanks, guys. Take care.